All right, I've got 8:45. We have a called meeting, Commissioners Court, excuse me, for Monday, September 14th at 8:45 a.m. The first item on that agenda for this call meeting is discuss and consider naming a private road in County Commissioner Precinct number 4 off Starkey Road, according to the Transportation Code, take necessary action.
I'm going to add just a little bit to that, Judge. I think y'all have got everything. We're up to speed. All we like is this private meeting, and then, pretty well not going to object and take care of it in the regular meeting. They're same to do with vacating a portion of those lots between the county road and the property also. It's in two different agenda items.
Do we have a motion?
I think we could just have a 15-minute public hearing.
Is this all we're doing, just
Yes.
a public hearing?
Yes. And then I've got it on the agenda, or should be on 9 and 10.
I'm with you, okay. All right, so number 2 for our public hearing is discuss and consider. Did you already just read that?
Well, no, I did mention it, but I'm sorry.
That's all right, I'll read. Discuss and consider vacate portions of road in Unit 2, Hillcrest Lake subdivision, and vacate portions of County Road in Buckhead Lakeview addition behind Lot 5 and Lot 6, take necessary action. So we'll have a public hearing with comments on it.
Yeah, according to the transportation code, I had to have a public hearing for both of these, and then we'll do it in the regular agenda here.
Gotcha. Just keep me sure.
Well, it's a challenge just to keep it all straight for that stuff.
It's the big one.
Everybody here still get your Christmas money up there.
All right, no. I have 9 o'clock. I will call the regular session of the Commissioners Court.
So no action.
And no action is taken.
We'll take action in the next
our regular call meeting will be in session for 9 a.m. We will stand for invocation, Commissioner Langford, and then you'll remain standing for the pledge.
Dear Lord, we thank you for this beautiful day that you've given us today. We thank you, dear Lord, for all the rain that you've sent our way. Pray, dear Lord, that you just lead, guide, and direct us through this court meeting and help us to do the best for Montague County. Pray that you be with all the military men and women all over the world and their police officers, men and women. Watch over them, dear Lord. Forgive us for many sins and shortcomings. We ask this in Jesus' precious name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Item 3, public comments. Do we have anybody with a public comment? All right, we'll move to number 4, which is our consent agenda. The consent agenda includes non-controversial and routine items that the court may act on with one single vote. The judge or a commissioner may pull any item from the agenda in order that the court discuss and act upon it individually as part of the regular agenda. A is approval of the minutes. B is examine all accounts and reports relating to finances of the county. C is audit and settle all accounts against the county and director of payment. And on that one, gentlemen, I do have one late bill. It's the cell phone allowances. It's the group benefits for the retired employees. That late bill is $18,336.92. And then also D is the approval of payroll.
Back up just 1 minute on the retired personnel, Judge. Did you say that's not cell phone allowance, is it?
It's cell phone allowance on highway patrol.
Yeah, okay.
That's a late bill that's come in. And then in addition to that's the group insurance benefits for the.
Okay. Yes, I'm with you then on that. I'm with you now. I'll make a motion to approve the consent agenda and add that 18,336 to it.
Second. So I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford. I've got a second by Commissioner Darden. All in favor? All voted for. Item 5 is discuss and consider Montague County proclaiming October as the Domestic Violence Awareness Month and take the necessary action. Do I have anybody from the Domestic Violence Awareness group here? All right. Well, let me just go over this briefly. Domestic violence, of course, is a major issue all over our state. In Montague County, well, let's talk about statewide. It talks about domestic violence is the leading cause of injury to women. 92% of women surveyed listed reducing domestic violence and sexual assault as their top concern. It says that 1 in 4 women and 1 in 7 men will experience physical violence by their intimate partners. 10 million children in the United States have witnessed some form of domestic violence. 1 in 5 teenage girls report being threatened with violence or self-harm if they broke off a relationship with their boyfriend. The cost of intimate partner violence in the U.S. exceeds $8.3 billion per year. It's obviously a topic that needs to be addressed, and this is the proclamation for Montague County to make October the Domestic Violence Awareness Month. So do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion that we allow Montague County to proclaim October Domestic Violence Awareness Month.
Second.
So I have a motion by Commissioner Murphy, and a second by Commissioner Langford. All in favor?
Need everybody's signature, or
We need to give me permission to sign that, Commissioner.
I'll include in a second.
So all in favor, I'm sorry, all voted for? All right, number 6 is discuss and consider the sheriff's office line item budget adjustments to purchase a 2020 Chevrolet Tahoe to replace his K-9 unit and take necessary action. Sheriff, you want to speak to this?
As we talked about before, we have a K-9 unit that's needed to be replaced, and we've gone through Chief Lawson's gone through our budget for this year, and we need to make some line item transfers, which will allow us to get that vehicle. Also make some line item transfers to our other budget items that we need to pay, like tires and things. But operating expense, we need to transfer $20,000 to machinery and equipment. Fuel, $25,000 to machinery and equipment. Operating expense out of $305 to $20,000 to machinery and equipment. 565, 150 meal expenses, $700 to tires. 565, 320 janitorial supply, $3,500 to auto repair. 565, 425 transportation, $2,500 to rentals, $460. 565, 425 transportation, $2,000 to inventory, $560.
And were you ever able to obtain that quote from a buy board?
So that, is that,
And the county attorney, just for formalities, will have to look over that if we approve this, with contention on that. I've got to ask this, fellas, I know we went through a real tight budget, but how is it that your budget you can strain over $50,000 out of it, your past budget, and have that much excess in there?
One drawback of COVID is we don't have the money the next year. This time we decreased jail population. We've been able to keep COVID out of the jail, so that's helped us. But we had decreased calls, decreased patrols, which decreased our operating expenses. The fuel was down a lot. Meal expenses, we wouldn't send in people to pick up prisoners in other places. We didn't have the transportation costs of the flights to pick up prisoners. And janitorial supply, we're just
So basically, the COVID deal's kind of held back on what y'all normally do then. That was a big concern when I seen this, how is it that this much money we're over budgeted in the.
I misread the new program we use. It beats my lunch, so a lot of it I thought we were under. The chief's able to interpret that one better than I do. But COVID, transportation, fuel, just our general operating expenses because of decreasing the amount of inmates, decreasing the amount of just going to calls. A lot of the calls were handled by telephone when we could, so that decreased our fuel. And the main thing is decreasing transportation going and meals, pick up prisoners, and so that's actually the only good thing come out of this mess is that, believe it or not. So.
I don't mind making a motion, but you lost me after about the fourth transfer. You got a list of that.
Yeah. Let me, I've gone over these numbers, Sheriff, with the auditor this morning, and she's got the newest bills in. And so the numbers that you have listed here, as far as some of the requested transfers aren't probably going to be where you've got moving 3,500 to auto repair. It's probably gonna have to bump up around 4,200. The next line item is probably gonna have to be increased also. And so I think we really kind of have two issues. I think one, we have to decide if we're going to utilize the money left in his budget to allow the purchase of a K-9 Tahoe. And the second is on the rest of these line item transfers. I think we'll probably have to get updated numbers. And I think what we can do is, I think if they'll work with the auditor in this, I think we can give her permission to move those items once we have current numbers.
Because we've still got 2 weeks left before we'll have our last payroll meeting to go. So there's gonna be more expense to come out of these line items before then in the next 2 weeks. And, you know, I do like seeing that, you know, it's out of your budget. Again, my one big concern is if this is the way if it's not, I hope it's not like this next year. You know, if it comes up that much ahead, we could have, I'm not gonna say corrected those salaries, we could have increased those 5 or 6 salaries with this if it's over budgeted. That's all I'm getting at it. I want to look pretty stout at this next year. I'm taking your word for it 100%, but $50,000-$60,000 is a lot of money coming in. We do it on a lot of times on road and bridge, but it's money that we carry over every year. So
I'm not sure how I need to word that, then, Judge.
I make a motion to approve the sheriff's purchase and give the auditor the authority to make all necessary corrections in the budget. I think that.
Yeah, because I think looking at it, I think you've got adequate funds, and just need to change the figures a little bit.
With all contingent on the contract being by board contract, everything good with the county auditor.
So,
All right, so we've got a motion by Commissioner Langford and a second by Commissioner Darden. All in favor? All voted for.
I think that will cover that. Won't it, Jennifer, and let you make the adjustments in each line item?
Yeah, because they're swapping departments.
Okay, yes, you're swapping jail to sheriff.
All right, the sheriff, you're also on number 7, which is discuss and consider the sheriff's office accepting unanticipated revenue of $874 from law enforcement magnets and place in line item 445 auto repair and maintenance and take necessary action.
There was $874 that we received from law enforcement magnets. So, we'd like to put that in the 445 auto repair.
Make a motion to approve, accept the donation and or unanticipated revenue and put it in that line item.
second.
Got a motion by Commissioner Langford, a second by Commissioner Murphy. How do you vote? All voted for. Number 8, discuss and consider sheriff and constable fees and take necessary action. And I think Linda, do you have that?
It's just time, again, to report to the state the sheriff and constable fees. And if they need to make any changes, now's the time we need to do this by October 1.
And I did hear from one of the constables who said that they had no changes to make.
I heard from Constable Reynolds, and he made the same statement.
So that's both of
And the
the sheriff's
if the
office.
sheriff's fine with them. So no changes, okay.
We need a motion.
Yes.
A motion that we allow the sheriff and constable fees to stay the same.
Second.
All right, so we've got a motion by Commissioner Murphy, a second by Commissioner Langford. Any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Item number 9, discuss and consider naming a private road in precinct number 4 off Starkey Road and take necessary action.
Judge, this is mine. It's part of the public hearing that we had a while ago, and I didn't think there'd be anybody, voice an option over it or either way. Private developer approached me here about a month and a half ago, and I think man's back here in the back also, but it's not going to be any problem for me to approve this for a private named road. In that, after speaking with Nortex, if we go ahead and do this, it makes it easier on them for 911 addresses and everything, instead of trying to come in later and make a 911 off of Starkey Road and then down a private road. So with that being said, I'll make the motion to approve the private road. It's going to be named Starkey Ranch Road.
Second. I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford, a second by Commissioner Mayfield. Any discussion? Vote. All voted for.
I think all I've got to have is a copy of the minutes to send to Nortex, and I told them it'd probably be a week or so. How long does it usually take, Glenda, for a week or?
I'll have them ready next week.
That'd be fine. They just needed a copy. That way they'll have everything in line. If y'all sell something, they'll know all about it in there then.
All right, so item 10, discuss and consider in precinct number 4, vacate portions of the road in Unit 2, Hillcrest Lake subdivision, and vacate portions of the county road in Buckkeck Lakeview addition behind Lot 5 and Lot 6 and take necessary action.
This also mine, Judge. I put it on here to go by the transportation code. Commissioner Sappington in 2003, the 2 lots, I don't know how this got like this. It's just a wide part of Story Road that's out there on the, you can't even think subdivision. Anyway, he closed 3 of those little old sections of that lot or the county road. And what I need to do is make a motion to close the county, part of the county road behind lots 5 and 6 in the Buckkeck and Lakeview addition. And that, I think, clears up that whole need out there. I hope it does. Hope it's not nothing. With that, that gets it right over at the abstract office. And wasn't nothing going to be built out there anyway, or the county road widened, but the people that bought the property had concern over that much area. So half goes back to them, half goes to the county. But that's my motion to vacate a portion of lots 5 and 6 on Buckkeck Lakeview addition.
Second. All right, so I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford. I have a second by Commissioner Mayfield. Is there any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. All right, item 11, discuss and consider the accepting annual road report for each precinct and take necessary action.
I also put that on there, and September is usually the month that we just get them through your office and notarized, and I think Laura had everything notarized, and they just go into the county clerk has to file those with minutes that we did do them. Sure, it's just an estimate on what our road maintenance is going to cost for the future year.
Here they are, all signed and notarized.
Yeah, so I'll make the motion to approve the annual road report.
Second. A motion by Commissioner Langford, a second by Commissioner Garden. Any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Item 12, discuss and consider approving the registration for required cybersecurity training course, Texas Government Code 2054.5191, and take necessary action. Jessica, can you speak to that?
I put this on here. TAC is going to offer it again for free. Registration started over on September 1st. We'll have until June 14th of 2021 to have everyone complete their course again. But TAC requires Commissioners Court approval to enroll our employees. So I already have a list of employees who we need to enroll and the application that I need the judge to sign.
I'll make the motion to approve the registration for the cybersecurity training course, give the judge the authority to sign it.
Second.
We got a motion by Commissioner Langford, we got a second by Commissioner Darden. Any discussion?
We do have to have that every year.
Yes, it's every year. I know some of you feel like you just did it, but now it's time to enroll again. And so then if you don't do it, then I'll start sending out emails and hounding everybody. So, but it is once a year and it's required by that new House bill, and TAC at least offers it for free, and it's certified and approved by the DIR.
Further discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Item 13 is discuss and consider a request of the Montague County Child Welfare Board to appoint Kim Cantwell, Dana Polk, and Stacy Brown as members of the Montague County Child Welfare Board and take necessary action.
Good morning.
Good morning, Michelle.
First of all, I'm Jeanette Shaw. I'm the chairperson of the Montague County Child Welfare Board. And this is Laura Liley. She's the executive director. And then actually Paul Dwyer serves on our board as well. And the sheriff. And Sheriff Thomas. So anyway, we are finally have some people that are interested in being on our board. And they have visited, they've been, their background checks have been approved. And they all reside in the Bowie area. Diana Polk is a high school teacher at Bowie, and Stacy Brown is an RN. She's also adopted children out of the foster care system. And then Kim Cantwell, she's all over the county. She's retired from Nocona. She's been in Bowie schools and Nocona schools. So we would like to have your approval in appointing them to our board.
I appreciate your willingness to run for this, because I know y'all work hard at this deal.
But we appreciate you all, your support.
I'll make a motion that we appoint Kim Cantwell, Dana Polk, and Stacy Brown as new members of the Montague County Child Welfare Board.
Second.
All right, so we've got a motion by Commissioner Murphy and a second by Commissioner Langford. Any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Appreciate your work.
Thank you very much.
All right, item 14, discuss and consider the distribution of unclaimed property capital credits fund from the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts in compliance with section 381.004 of the Texas Local Government Code and take necessary action. And what I have in this is we have $3,750 to be distributed to the Bowie Public Library, same amount to the Nocona Public Library, the same amount to the St. Joe Public Library, and the same amount to Leadership Montague County.
Motion.
I need a motion.
I'll make the motion to approve that amount for each one of those,
And authorization for me to sign.
and authorize the judge to sign any necessary documents.
Second.
So I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford. I have a second by Commissioner Darden. Any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Okay, number 15, discuss and consider approving the Texas Association of Counties Workers' Compensation Renewal Questionnaire and take the necessary action. Did I see, can you speak to this at all? Do you want to speak to this at all? What this is it's basically a questionnaire that I've gone through, asking about any claims outstanding, et cetera, that we have. Answer to all questions in this is no. It's just simply, I don't think, I even have to sign this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. I need permission to sign this.
It's the annual renewal that we have to do every year for our workman's comp insurance, to let them know how many employees we have, how many locations we have, and what classification code that all of the employees work in. And then they base our workman's comp insurance rate off of the answers we give them.
I make a motion to approve the Texas Association of Counties Workman's Compensation questionnaire, annual questionnaire, and give you the authority to sign all necessary documents, Judge.
Second.
So I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford, I have a second by Commissioner Murphy. Do we have any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Item 16, discuss and consider our evaluation study agreement with Cap Risk Consulting Group and take necessary action. I think Auditor was going to speak to that briefly.
This is an agreement with the same company who did our actuary before. GASB 45 has replaced GASB 75, and in GASB 45, we had to have it done once, and then depending on the liability that actuary created, we didn't have to have it done again. GASB 75 changed all that, and that's why it is a 5-year agreement that we're looking at. He has, in the agreement, quoted basically the standard. He didn't change his price at all. It's $49.50. So that'll be every year now for the actuary. But that is required for our outside audit to be accepted. So now it's a must. We have to have that actuary, and that's what that's about. And that's just for, all he's doing the actuary on is those group insurance benefits that we pay to our retirees. It's a very minimal amount, but GASB's requiring it.
It need the judge's signature here.
Yes.
I'll make a motion that we approve the actuarial evaluation study agreement with Cap Risk and allow the judge to sign.
Second.
So I've got a motion by Commissioner Murphy, a second by Commissioner Langford. Is there any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Item 17, discuss and consider precinct 2 line item budget adjustment from gravel to part-time and take necessary action.
I need to make a motion to move that, move 10,000 out of my gravel into my part-time.
Second. Got a motion by Commissioner Mayfield and a second by Commissioner Murphy. Is there any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. Line item 18, discuss and consider precinct 1 line item budget adjustment from part-time to machinery and equipment and take necessary action.
Judge, here about 2 meetings back, I moved $38,000 over to my part-time from gravel. And I did that without considering the auditor's figures and figured it myself, and just about doubled it, what I needed. I couldn't get nobody to take the blame on this, so here I am. Need to move 17,000 of it back. I'm gonna put it in my knee.
Second.
So I've got a motion by Commissioner Darden, a second by Commissioner Langford. Is there any discussion? All in favor? All voted for. And that's the end of our agenda. I have a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
So I've got a motion by Commissioner Langford, a second by Commissioner Darby. All in favor? These are something.
Oh.